So, the Athletics released their annual quarterback tiers and rankings voted by 50 NFL coaches and executives. And based on what I understand, it doesn't have to be active coaches or executives. So it's not like, oh, this is Andy Reid, Mike Tomlin who voted on this. It could be former coaches, former executives that no longer, have any, real place in the NFL, but they still, have an opinion. So, with that being said, we already know the first tier one. The first one's going to be incorrect. The number one quarterback in the NFL. They always do this typo. I don't know why. I think it's like this like universal typo thing with Windows. But they meant to put Joe Burrow, but they always put Patrick Mahomes. I don't know why. Reality wise, we already know it goes 1 Joe Burrow, 2 Patrick Mahomes. But they always do that typo. I think it's a glitch in the system whenever they make rankings. But tier 1, Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow. I'll be honest with you, and I've said this many times, I'm okay with that being a tier. And I really do truly believe that should be its own tier, and then you should go tier 2. Because from Joe Burrow to Patrick Mahomes, it's very thin, right? It's a thin margin between the quarterbacks. I mean, like, it's not a huge gap. But from Joe Burrow and Patrick Mahomes to Josh Allen, it's like a cliff. It's like a cliff. It's not even close. So, obviously, the Athletics is going to have Josh Allen at number 3. But again, like I said, I wouldn't even put him in tier 1. I would say Josh Allen and below are tier 2 quarterbacks. And that's my honest opinion. The reason why I say that is because Josh Allen, if I think about who could win a Super Bowl this year, right? Patrick Mahomes and Joe Burrow. Those are the 2 quarterbacks I think about instantly. Every other quarterback has a chance. There's a possibility. They could do it. This happens. Could do it if that happens. Other than Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, no one, in my opinion, is truly guaranteed. Burrow, we have the team. We have the offense. We are light years better than most teams in the NFL. The Chiefs are light years better than most teams in the NFL. The Bills, they're really a good team, don't get me wrong. It's just relying on Josh Allen to be that top-end quarterback and not throw interceptions and not make mistakes, and they have no run game. Like, all those things, that's the problem. And then number 4 on this list is Aaron Rodgers. And again, like I said, I have no problem with that. I think Aaron Rodgers is going to be a great quarterback for the Jets. I loved him on the Packers. But you don't know. I mean, we saw the Dream Team 1.0, 2.0 with the Eagles, and that failed every single time. They tried to bring all these stars over to the Eagles and try to make this crazy, amazing show go on, and it failed. So, again, like I said, it just, as this list goes on, tier 1 for me, Burrow, Mahomes. Tier 2, then I would probably put Josh Allen, Aaron Rodgers, and then number 4 to finish off our tier 1 is Justin Herbert. And I have no problem with that. So if you want to put like tier 1, these 2 guys, tier 2, Allen, Rodgers, Herbert, and I would honestly even put in Hurts there too. Tier 2, I'd probably put Hurts in there too and just kind of fill him in as the last guy. But with that being said, we are going off their rankings, not my rankings. Tier 2 starts with Jalen Hurts. Okay, not a problem with that. Lamar Jackson. I think Lamar should be above Jalen Hurts. And I know, yes, Jalen Hurts went to a Super Bowl and they lost, but he went to a Super Bowl. Lamar Jackson hasn't, right? But that was just one season. Jalen Hurts was that was the gifted season for the Eagles. And even without Jalen Hurts, the Eagles still did pretty okay with Gardner Minshew. So I'm not saying take away anything from Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts is an amazing quarterback. But I would probably put number 6, Lamar Jackson, number 7, Jalen Hurts. Me personally. Again, just my personal opinion. 8, Trevor Lawrence. I'm surprised they ranked him so low. Because so many executives and coaches love him. And they absolutely fanboy over him. I'm surprised he wasn't number 5. But number 9... You know, he said, Dak Prescott said that he's going to not throw 10 interceptions this year, and he guaranteed it. And I'm thinking low key that he's guaranteeing that because he's going to throw more than 10. I'm sorry, but Dak Prescott, I don't understand the hype behind him. I don't know if you guys saw training camp footage of him, but he threw a pass down the left-hand sideline that was really, in all honesty, a bad pass by him. Because what he was trying to do was try to throw Brandon Cooks on the post route, right? And he threw it on the post route, but Brandon Cooks ran a streak. So the pass got intercepted. Either way, the pass would have gotten intercepted, whether he threw a streak or a post route, which is funny, but it's just, I don't know. I don't understand the whole thing behind like how good he is, but I don't know. We'll have to wait and see what happens this season. Maybe he'll go win a Super Bowl this season and surprise me. Matthew Stafford, though. Okay, number 10. Stafford really, after the Super Bowl run where he was gifted a Super Bowl because of a magical holding call, I don't know if I feel like he gets a lot more hate than he really should. But I don't know if I would put him this high up on the list. I might put him a tad bit lower. And there's nothing wrong with him. I mean, in all honesty, he went to the Rams, he did what he had to do, and he won a Super Bowl, right? At the end of the day, shout out to him for that. And now, without an offensive line, without a receiving core, he still was okay last year. Not the greatest, but before injury was okay. 11 is Deshaun Watson. Okay. Hey, if Deshaun can get back to what he was with Houston, I wouldn't be against the idea of putting him higher on this list. Probably higher than Stafford and Dak if Deshaun gets back to the top end. Number 12, Kirk Cousins. We are now in that tier. Tier 3. We have, I'm just going to go through, oh my gosh, we have a lot of tier 3 here. We have Kyler Murray, Derek Carr, Jared Goff, Russell Wilson, Tua, Jimmy G, Daniel Jones, Geno Smith, Justin Fields, Ryan Tannehill, and Mac Jones. First off, Tua should be higher, okay? I don't care what people say. If Tua doesn't go down with concussions, which I know that's a part of the game, but that's not injury prone. See, the thing is, Tua's not injury prone. Tua just has a very crappy team that does not understand the idea of concussions. And they keep putting him out there when he's getting concussions. That's not injury prone. He's not tearing his ACL every year. He's not pulling a muscle every single. He's literally just getting concussions. That's not his fault. I'm laughing because it's really idiotic how many times they put him back out there when he had concussions. Like, that's just, it was awful. But anyway, though, he should be higher on this list, 100%. Jimmy G, he's healthy now. Jimmy G is healthy. I'd put him higher on this list. I'd also put Justin Fields a little bit higher up here. I might put him like 17 or something. I know he's 5-20 on his career, and I know a lot of people saying he's a bust, but at the same time, though, I don't know. I just got this weird feeling like he's going to turn it around. We'll have to wait and see, though. And I've been like a hater on Justin Fields, but you guys in the comment section down below has absolutely opened up my eyes. So I'm going to give that aspect a little bit different. Kyler Murray, we got to stop bumping him down. Come on now. I mean, and I was high on Kyler Murray being like a decently good quarterback, but I'm starting to be like, all right, come on now. Kyler's a little bit far down. Now, he has been dealing with injuries. He hasn't had the greatest offensive line. He had probably the worst coaching staff / situation ever. He claims he had. Nonetheless, though, I'd probably put him down a little bit. Okay, Mac Jones, I'd probably put as the worst quarterback in the NFL. I don't even want to hear it. Tier 4. Listen. I don't know if we could put Brock Purdy above Kenny Pickett. Kenny Pickett was a rookie last year. He's a sophomore season this year. Obviously, he's slowly progressing into figuring out his way in the NFL. To put him below Brock Purdy, who really did not do anything that insanely crazy. I mean, don't be wrong. Yes, he came in as a 7th round draft pick and won, 5? I think it was 5 or 6 games. And then he got to the NFC Championship game, got hurt, and they lost. But I don't know if I would put him above Kenny Pickett here. I'd put Kenny Pickett a little bit higher. And again, like I said, if you want to make that argument that Brock Purdy had a great 5-6 game stretch, look at the last 8 games of the year for the Steelers. Literally, Kenny Pickett drove down the field in so many games and had game-winning drives, including against the Ravens. So he had one of the best last 8 games of pretty much any team. And again, they did miss the playoffs, but they were 1 game away from making the playoffs. So I don't know if I would really say that. And that wasn't really truly his fault either, because Mitchell Trubisky started a couple of those games last year. So Jordan Love here. Hey, Jordan Love really, it's funny here because he's a tier 4, 26, but it depends on how this year goes. If he's amazing this year, he's going to skyrocket up that board. Sam Howell, okay, Desmond Ridder, and Gardner Minshew. Okay. I don't hate it. Definitely tell me down below your thoughts and opinions, though. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.